In this lesson, we will focus on conversation expressions. These are specific phrases that can aid in conveying your emotions or redirecting the conversation toward the original topic. These 3 phrases will definitely boost your confidence and help you sound more natural. If you ask me. Speaking of. As I was saying.
One. If you ask me, is a common phrase used to voice a personal opinion on a particular topic. It is often used in casual conversation as a way to express one's thoughts or feelings without sounding forceful or imposing them on others. The phrase can also be used to indicate that the speaker has knowledge or expertise on the subject and is willing to share their insights. In this context, it can be seen as a way of inviting others to consider their viewpoint. Overall, if you ask me, serves as a signal that the following statement is subjective and based on personal experience or knowledge, rather than objective facts. In some cases, the phrase can also be used sarcastically, or ironically, to suggest that the speaker's opinion may not be particularly valuable or insightful. Especially if you aren't interested in the topic.
Example. If you ask me, no one cares.
Business setting. If you ask me, I think we should invest in renewable energy sources for a sustainable future. If you ask me, I think that proposal needs more work before it can be presented to the board. If you ask me, I believe that the company should focus on improving employee satisfaction to increase productivity. Everyday conversation. If you ask me, I think that pizza is the best food in the world. If you ask me, I believe that exercise is important for a healthy lifestyle. If you ask me, I would say that traveling is one of the most enriching experiences in life.
Two. Speaking of, is a phrase used to introduce a new topic that is related to the current conversation. It is often used to transition from one subject to another, particularly when the new topic is related to something that was just mentioned. For example, if 2 people are discussing their favorite movies and one person mentions The Godfather, the other person might respond by saying, "Speaking of great movies, have you seen Citizen Kane?" The phrase, "speaking of," can also be used as a way to remind someone of something that was previously discussed. For instance, if 2 friends were talking about a party they attended over the weekend and one friend mentioned that they saw someone they hadn't seen in years, the other friend might say, "Speaking of old friends, did you ever reconnect with your college roommate?" Overall, speaking of is a versatile phrase that can be used in a variety of contexts to smoothly transition from one topic to another or to remind someone of something that was previously discussed. Business setting. Speaking of the upcoming project deadline, have you made any progress on your tasks? Speaking of our department goals, I think we should consider implementing a new strategy for increasing productivity. Speaking of deadlines, when do you think we'll be able to complete this task? Everyday conversation. Speaking of dogs, have you seen the new puppy my neighbor just got? Speaking of movies, have you watched any good ones lately? Speaking of food, what's your favorite type of cuisine?
Three. As I was saying, is a phrase used to indicate that the speaker is returning to a topic that they were discussing, before being interrupted or distracted. It is often used in conversation or during a speech to regain the attention of the audience and continue with the original topic. It pulls the conversation back to what you were trying to talk about. The phrase is commonly used in informal settings, such as during conversations with friends or colleagues, but it can also be used in more formal settings, such as during a business presentation or public speaking engagement. It is a polite way of acknowledging that there was a disruption in the conversation or speech, while also indicating that the speaker intends to continue with their original point. Business setting. As I was saying, HTML is a markup language used for creating web pages. I forgot to mention earlier, but as I was saying, AI Search Incorporated is a company that specializes in creating advanced search engines. As I was saying before we got sidetracked, it's important to use reliable sources when conducting research. Everyday conversation. As I was saying, I think we should go to the beach this weekend. As I was saying, I really think we should try that new sushi place down the street. As I was saying earlier, I've been feeling really stressed lately and could use some advice.
Hey Sarah, have you heard about the new project we're starting next month?
No, I haven't. What's it about?
It's a marketing campaign for our new product line. We're going to be targeting a younger demographic and using social media influencers to promote it.
Interesting. Do you think that's the best approach?
If you ask me, it's definitely worth a try. We've had success with influencer marketing in the past, and this is a good opportunity to expand our reach.
Speaking of expanding our reach, have you considered partnering with any other companies or organizations to help promote the campaign?
That's actually a great idea. As I was saying, we're still in the planning stages, so we have time to explore different options.
Which do you like to play more, Fortnite or Minecraft?
Definitely Minecraft. I love the game's creativity, exploration, and survival aspects.
If you ask me, Fortnite is the cooler game. The adrenaline rush of playing Fortnite with friends is amazing. And,
as I was saying, Minecraft has a vast open world to explore and build in. You can gather resources to craft tools and build structures while also fending off dangerous creatures.
Speaking of danger, in Fortnite you must scavenge for weapons and resources while avoiding enemy fire to become the last person standing in the game's Battle Royale mode. Anyway, I guess we are both into our gaming.
I hope you learned something new and enjoyed the lesson. Please consider subscribing if you did. Thanks for watching. Hope you will join us again.